Good morning. Thank you all for joining us here today as we're here to celebrate and to remember Janet Parker. Is the mic on? Can you all hear me? Is that all right? Okay, great. I'll speak up. I will project. How about that? All right. I've never been accused of being quiet, so I will project. So family and friends, those of you who have traveled from all over, and all of those who can't be here and are joining us online, we've gathered here today out of grief and sorrow for our loss, but most importantly, we've gathered here out of love for Janet and of gratitude for every moment she shared with us. You know, I look at the Zoom camera and the microphone, and I think about all the particles whizzing through the air, right? And bouncing through the internet and satellites and spinning around the globe. Like literally the very firmament is filled with thoughts of Janet and love of Janet. And for someone as connected and magical and in touch with the universe as she, I can't think of anything that's more right. So what I'd like to do today is we're going to call up a couple family members who'd like to share some thoughts and memories of Janet. Susan?
Oh, just give me a minute, sorry. Again, like he said, thank you all for coming. For those of you that don't know, I'm Susan. I'm the youngest sister, yes. And it is very difficult, whoa. So please forgive me because I'm not really good with public speaking, but I'm going to do the best I can. It's very difficult to say goodbye to our beautiful sister Janet. Sorry. The world is a much darker place without her in it. Everyone here and those who knew her and that are watching on Zoom feel the loss of that light. She was the best of us. Sorry. Let me repeat that. She was the best of us. Janet never met a stranger, ever. When we were kids, we would travel all over the country, and within minutes of us getting anywhere, Janet had already made friends, mostly boys. But, yeah, and that's the truth. When we were kids, as her younger sister, I learned a way to make money. Whenever she would have her boyfriends come over, which was often, I would hide their shoes. And they had to pay to get them back. It became a game, and they all understood. I think I charged $0.25. So even though we didn't live in the same town, every time we got together, it was like no time had passed. We never, in all of her 81 years, we missed one Christmas. One Christmas in 81 years. That's pretty fantastic. I know there's families that don't, but we missed one. Sorry. She will be missed by many, but mostly by me and my sister Kathleen. There's a hole in our hearts that is irreparable. I'll never forget the smile on her face when she drove with my husband Ray in the hot rod parade in Daytona Beach. You would have thought she was in the Indy 500. She was waving and smiling and just had a blast. And that she remembered that to this day. She just thought it was the most fun she'd had. But that's the way Janet was. No matter what she did, no matter where she went, she was full of life and full of joy and always found the best in everything. I don't think I can recall her ever hearing her say anything bad about anyone. And of course I would. And she would just look at me and be like, "Oh, Susan, you can think better about, So yeah, she was definitely the best of us. The time I have left on this earth, I will try to live like Janet did, looking only for joy in all things. Janet, you are loved and you will be missed. but I know in my heart we will see you again. So thank you.
Shaheen, will you come up?
Hello. I'm Shaheen. I'm Janet's niece, if you don't know me. Thank you for coming. I wanted to start off with a favorite memory of mine. Janet lived in Miami, and there was a weekend where my brother and I were staying at her house, and I was maybe 12 at the time, and I really wanted to back the car out of the driveway, like really wanted to do it. And Janet, being Janet, was easily persuaded, and she said that I could. So my brother and I got in the car, as big as could be, and attempted to back the car out of the driveway, but instead of that, I put it in forward and smashed into the garage. So of course I was frightened to death, very scared. But Janet came out, and she wasn't angry. She didn't yell. She said, "It's okay, accidents happen, and we can fix this." And she showed me how to fix it. She got a mallet, and she banged out the dent, and all was well. And that's one of my favorite memories of Janet. And in this moment, she was full of compassion, positivity, and guidance. And these simple acts encapsulated the essence of Janet. Everyone here today, or who may not have been able to attend, knew my Aunt Janet and had their own special relationship and bond with her. They were all unique. Janet connected with people on more than just a superficial level. She connected with all that knew her on a personal, emotional, and spiritual level. She was capable of extreme compassion, humility, humanity, empathy, understanding, and caring. In fact, she made it her life's work. She brought healing and love to so many, and she received it in equal measure. I questioned as I was writing this how the total sum of a person can be expressed in just a few words, or while we were at her home looking around her home or her house, how a lifetime of items and possessions, once cherished, reflect who that person was. And in truth, a few words or items cannot truly convey who Janet was or what she meant to so many. The things she once loved and valued will be cherished by others, but her memory will be cherished by all of us for our lifetimes. Her passing was very unexpected, and the world is a little less bright without her in it. I know that Janet believed she has lived many full and wonderful lives. In this life, it was one that taught her about never-ending bond of love and family and friends. Her next life will be equally wonderful, there's no doubt. Today we honor her beautiful spirit and remember all that she has bestowed upon us in our time with her. We come to celebrate her life and thank her in our own way for all that she has given us in whatever capacity that may have been, whether it may have been love, daughter, sibling, aunt, a student, a mentor, spiritual leader, guide, or friend. We are here to cherish her memory and thank her for making our lives better just by being a part of it. Thank everyone for coming.
Larry, do you want to come up?
We have all heard, and we will hear, a lot of wonderful things about Janet. It's all true. People aren't just saying something. Sometimes you may hear that. Not this time. All of it is true. I just want to take a second for a shout out to Susan and Kathleen, who have spent so much time and so much effort in helping to curate and prepare for this. And a special shout out to Anne and Jacob all the work they did to make this happen. Thank you. Thank you. The last thing I want to say is this. To paraphrase a very old saying, her memory is and will be a blessing to all of us.
Thank you, Dad. So we have some family members who couldn't join us and who recorded some thoughts. So there are Janet's great niece, Sierra, her niece, Kristen, Rachel, and her nephew, or great nephew, Alex. So we're going to put them up on the screen now.
My great aunt Janet was such a kind and sweet person who connected with everybody that she met. My favorite memories of her are the times we would play card games like Scat and Gin Rummy at our family parties with Papa John and Grandma Mickey. She loved to get together as a family and was such a positive light in everyone's lives. After PJ passed, she took over the role of Santa at our family Christmases, and those are really special memories that I'll cherish forever. I'll miss her very, very much, and she will always be in my heart. Say bye, buddy. Bye, Liam.
Everyone lucky enough to know Janet Elizabeth knows that she was the epitome of light, love, positive energy. She was our angel here on earth, and she's our angel now in heaven. Janet, love you so much. Miss you. You're so special to all of us, and we still feel your presence with us in our hearts.
Hi, Aunt Janet. Well, I'd like to say thanks for all the good times we had together, all the times we had as a family. You've been loved. We're going to miss you. Enjoy all the good times we had. And all the parties, holidays we spent together. And rest in peace. Love you.
Hey, what's up? I'm gonna spare you guys, make this quick, but obviously I couldn't make it. You might have expected that from me, but it's okay. I just wanted to say my heart is with my grandmother and Kathleen, and obviously everyone who had built a strong relationship with Janet, because you guys know me, I'm quiet. I guess we had a hard time talking, but one thing that really inspired me about her was I feel like she always had so much to believe in, and so much that, she believed, I guess, happened to her in the past. Maybe it just it inspired her, and I don't know, she had this glow that kind of just was always around her. She had a powerful spirit. That's all I can really say. So, my thoughts and prayers are with the family, and I love all you guys. So, I'm gonna end this here, but love all you guys.
Mom, you want to?
I didn't prepare a speech because I think I'm mainly in denial. Kind of not really ready to accept that she's gone. She was my big sister and a really cherished friend, and I'm really blessed that this last 2 years we've really had a lot of chance to be together. We loved playing gin rummy every Friday night, and everybody already knows what a beautiful spirit she was, and all I can say is I'm going to miss her every day, and thank you all for coming.
It was a privilege to know Janet. I think everybody here will say the same. I feel so lucky to have known her and spent so much time with her growing up. She was so ready to listen to everything, to anything, to any idea. Her house in South River Drive was this magical place. filled with books and artifacts and ideas, and there wasn't a book she couldn't talk about. There wasn't a song she didn't know about. There wasn't any piece of art or movie or culture or history that she didn't love. She was so connected to this world. Anything, ghosts to Shakespeare, pyramids to Picasso, you could talk about it with her, and she would listen. I don't know that I ever have known a better, more compassionate and loving listener. When you were with Janet, you were the most important person in the world, and she made everyone feel that way. She was my aunt, this loving and nurturing presence who was there for me. I'm filled with gratitude here. She loaned me money when I was dead broke so I could do a semester of college. She took me on adventures in the mountains with Uncle David. She invented for my 13th birthday a family ritual, if you all remember, the puzzles written in her elegant script, right on the brown paper she would char. We would go through adventures in the neighborhood, right? And it became a family ritual. That was Janet. She just created magic everywhere for all of us. I just want to say to Janet, thank you for everything you gave to us and did for us, and for just being who you are. You will be missed. Thank you. All right. I think Raymond's going to... Oh. Sorry, I just need to collect myself for a moment. Thank you all very much. If you want to.
We're going to handle it this way. Family, you all stand up. We'll take a few minutes to go through